So, good morning, everyone. My name is Janet A. Arana, together with my co partner, Mr. Mark Anthony C. So, our topic for today is about LGBT psychology. So, our objectives, we discuss to you about the LGBT psychology, and second is the cite all the various fields engaging LGBT community. Third is the understand psychology of LGBT. So first, let me define to you about the different definition of genders, which is the LGBT, which is the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, which is yung acronym po used by refer to different genders. First is the lesbian. So lesbian, women who are emotionally or sexually attracted to women. So ito po yung mga babae na na-attract sila emotionally or sexually attracted to women. Kumbaga, um, babae siya, na-attract siya sa kapwa niya babae. Next is the gay. So, ang gay naman po, which is when men who are emotionally and sexually attracted to men. So, yung gay naman po, ito naman po yung na-attract siya, lalaki siya, na-attract siya sa kapwa niya lalaki. Next is the bisexual. Yung bisexual naman po, ito po yung man or woman who are emotionally and sexually attracted to men or woman. Yung bisexual po yung kumbaga nagkakagusto ka sa babae, nagkakagusto ko din sa lalaki. Yun po yung tinatawag nating bisexual. Next is the transgender. Yung transgender naman po, when your identity or how you feel is different from your physical sex. Ito po yung kung ano po yung nafe-feel natin based sa katawan. Like halimbawa, lalaki yung itsura mo pero babae yung nafe-feel mo or nararamdaman mo. So yun po yung tinatawag nating transgender. So, ang assigned topic po for me is yung views on LGBT in history. So, first bullet, in China 600 BCE, they used the term pleasures of bite and pitch and broke back. So, yung in China po, before the common era po, may mga term po yung China nung 600 BCE na ginagamit po nila yung term na pleasures of beaten pitch and broke back para sa mga in a relationship na without heterosexual. So yung bite and pitch po, it describe a relationship between two men. And pitch symbolizes masculinity or sexual, and yung bite naman po, it symbolizes interaction or intimacy between two men. So yung broke back naman po is informal term that describes a sexual relationship between men. So in short po, yung pleasures po, it describes physical act, while yung broke back naman po, it describes the less clearly. So yun. So next is the Japan. In Japan, they have shudo or nanchuku. So yung term po na shudo or nashuku, ginagamit po yung term na yan sa mga in relationship din po and bisexual. Ang shudo daw po, it refers to relationship between samurai and their young apprentices, which included asexual aspects. So, ang nashuku naman is a more general term for male-to-male relationship. Kumbaga, yung pagkakaiba po ng shudo and nashuku, yung relationship between samurai and their young parentheses. And then, yung nashuku naman po, yung relationship by male to male. Male to male. So, yun po yung nashuku and studio differences. So, next is the Thailand. Sa Thailand naman po, yung term po nila is yung katowe. Yung katowe po is used in Thailand to refer to lady boys. So, yung term naman po ng katowe, it refers to lady boys or yung mga lalaki na nagdadamit ng mga pambabae and kumikilos sila bilang babae. Like, we know naman na sa Thailand na karamihan ng mga nasa Thailand is hindi mo talaga mapapansin na babae yung kaharap mo kasi po nakadepend po sa panlabas nila kung ano yung makikita mo parang babae pero in deeply lalaki po talaga sila. Parang ganun po um, yung yung tinatawag nila sa Thailand, which is yung katowe. Next is in the Philippines. So in the Philippines, we have the Babaylan and the Catalonan, who were mostly women priests, but some are males who live as women. So in ancient Philippines, yung Babaylan and Catalonan daw po were spiritual leaders with great influence in community. So karamihan daw po ng mga leaders or mga Babaylon and Catalonan is babae. Pero meron din po daw na mga lalaki na nagdadamit din na pambabae. So yun po yung tinatawag natin na Babaylan and Catalonan. So yun. Next, in ancient Greek, all males are expected to make a younger male lover and practice called pederasty. So in ancient Greek naman po, tinatawag daw po yung mga male na um na pederasty kasi po bata pa lang po sila, expected na po sila na lalaki. So some societies like indigenous Native Americans accepted and celebrate what they called two-spirited person in dance to Berdaki. So, ang mga Native Americans po and indigenous people, they accept and celebrate the two-spirited, which is yung dance na Berdaki. So, yun po yung mga sineselebrate ng na mga indigenous and Native Americans. So, however, later cultures see in a scene following the Abrahamic religion which branded is as sodomy, a crime against nature. Homosexuality was classified as an illness na the 19th century as basis for them to legally persecute homosexuals, imprison and commit them to a mental institution. So ito naman po yung mga Abrahamic religion which is yung branded of sodomy na nag-against po sa mga crime from nature. So yun po. Next is the ABCs of the LGBTQAI+. So dito naman po, since na-define ko naman kanina yung definition of terms, na-define ko naman sa inyo yung ibig sabihin ng LGBTQ, LGBT, meron po siyang dagdag na QAI+. So ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng QAI+? So matatakal po natin later on. So magsisimula po muna tayo sa balikan po muna natin ulit yung different meaning of LGBTQAI+. So first is the lesbian. So yung lesbian, women who are emotionally and sexually attracted to women. So ito na po yung sinabi ko kanina na yung mga babae nagkakagusto sila sa kapwa nila babae. So yung sa gay naman po, man or woman who are emotionally and sexually attracted to men or woman. So ito naman po yung mga gay, yung mga man or woman na emotionally and sexually attracted sila sa um, kapareho nila gender or like men by men or male by male or female by female, parang ganon. So next is the bisexual. So yung sa bisexual naman po, ito yung nagkakagusto ka sa babae and nagkakagusto ka din sa lalaki, which is yung man or woman who are emotionally and sexually attracted to men or woman. Kumbaga, nagkakagusto ka sa babae and sa lalaki, tinatawag po natin siyang bisexual. Yung transgender naman po, when your gender identity, how you feel is different from physical sex. So ito na po yung sinabi ko kanina na ito yung mga kung ano yung mga na feel mo based on your body. Halimbawa, lalaki ka and yung nararamdaman mo yung nararamdaman mo babae. So isa na po siya, I consider na po siya as transgender. Next is the Q, which is the queer. Queer, used by people who celebrate all genders identities, can also mean someone who do not want to be restricted as lesbian, gay, or bi. So dito naman sa queer, ito po yung nagkakaroon po ng celebrations, yung mga gender identities which is yung lesbian, yung gay, and bisexual. And yes, yung lesbian, gay, and bisexual. Yun po yung tinatawag natin na if I'm not mistaken, yun po yung tinatawag nating Friday, which is meron po silang yung flag na rainbow. So, yun po yung Pride Day. Next is the intersex. So, intersex is the people who were born with sex genitals or chromosomes patterns that do not fit the typical male or female body. So, yung sa intersex sex naman, dito naman po yung simula pagkabata na pinanganak pa lang simula pa lang pagkabata, pinanganak na tayong babae and lalaki. So, yun po yung intersex na tinatawag natin. Kumbaga, simula pagkabata, meron na po tayong gender or sex, which is babae and lalaki. Next is the asexually. So, ang asexual are people who do not feel sexual attraction to anyone, but it does not mean that they do not engage romantic or sexual relationship, alias are straight or heterosexual people who are fighting for LGBT rights. So, yung sa asexual naman po, ito po yung mga taong walang sexual attraction. Yun po yung mga yung walang sexual attraction kahit kanino. Kumbaga, hindi sila nagkakagusto kahit sa kanino, kahit babae man o lalaki. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin nun na literally, hindi sila nagkakagusto sa um, tao or romantic or sexual relationship. So, yun. Yun po yung asexual. So, next is last, which is the plus. So, sa the plus naman po, is the plus sign refers to all sexualities that do not fit in the LGBTQ. So dito naman po yung yung mga kasama na po dito sa plus yung mga hindi po nabanggit natin sa gender na um fitted po or not fitted po sa LGBTQ. So yun po yung plus. Next is the knowledge on the human sexuality is still involving. So since ang knowledge po ng human sexuality is still involving so many terms that pops up. Here are some few more help us become more inclusive. First is the androgynous. So ano nga ba yung androgynous? Ito po yung mga tao whose gender expression, their physical appearance may or may not distinctly male or female. So sa androgynous po, ito yung mga taong hindi po malinaw yung gender nila kung babae ba sila or lalaki. Or sinasabi dito na sinasabi natin na or sinasabi or tinatawag nating voyish. Kumbaga, hindi malinaw kung babae ba siya or lalaki kasi based sa kasuotan niya para siyang binabae or nilalaki ganon. So, next is the gender. Your internal sense of being masculine or feminine or neither. So, dito naman po sa gender, I know some of you, alam naman na po ninyo about sa gender. Ito po yung kung ano po yung nafe-feel mo bilang lalaki or babae. Kung babae ka ba or lalaki. So, kung masculine ka po, ibig sabihin, lalaki ka. Kung feminine ka naman po, ibig sabihin, babae ka. So, next is the gender identity. So, ito yung kung how you feel man or woman or neither. So, yung sa identity naman po, ito yung kung ano yung pagkakakilala mo sa sarili mo. Sa sarili mo, like, you are babae ba or lalaki. So, yun, yung gender identity mo. So, sabi nila, mabibase mo kung babae o lalaki ka kapag kapag sa sarili mo nagkagusto ka ngaya sa babae or sa lalaki, dun mo na ma-identify kung ano yung gender mo, kung babae ka ba o lalaki ka. So, yun yung tinatawag nating gender identity. Next is the gender expression. So, gender expression is how you express your sense of being male or female or neither, maybe through hairstyle, clothes, and etc. So, yung sa gender expression naman po, ito po yung kung paano natin ma-express yung gender expression natin through hairstyle and clothes. Halimbawa, ako as babae, ang hairstyle ko is magpagupit ng buhok hanggang dito or mag-clothes ako ng mga pangbabae. So, through that, na-express ko kung ano yung gender ko. Yung gender ko kung babae ba ako o lalaki. So, yun po yung gender expression. Next is the sexual orientation. Yung sexual orientation po is your emotional and sexual attraction for a person. So, yung sexual orientation po, ito yung kung sino yung gusto mo, if babae ba or lalaki. So, yun po yung sexual orientation. Next is the sex assigned at birth. You're given sex when we were born based on your sex organ. So, ito naman po yung mga kasarian natin or yung mga sex natin na kung ano yung meron sa atin um, based on kung based on nung pinanganak pa lang tayo, kung ano yung mga sex organ natin, like yung pambabae ba or yung panlalaki na sex organ. So, dito na ma-identify if babae ka ba talaga o lalaki. Depende po sa sex organ mo. So, next is the cisgender. So, sa cisgender, when your gender identity matches with the sex you are assigned at birth. So, dito naman po sa cisgender, ito yung mga taong tugma sa gender identity mo na like for example, babae kang pinanganak and babae ka talaga. Babae talaga yung identity mo and babae talaga yung nararamdaman mo sa loob. Yung next is the non-binary. So, ito naman pong non-binary who are the people who do not feel like a boy or girl. They may feel like they are both or neither. So, sometimes they use the pronouns they, them, and theirs. So, ito naman po yung mga taong hindi nagfi-fit sa traditional na girl or boy. So, ito na yung like, wala silang nafe-feel na babae ba sila or lalaki ba sila. Kaya, karamihan ng mga non-binary, gumagamit po sila ng mga pronouns na they or them or theirs. So, which is, hindi sila nagfi-fit sa traditional ng mga girls and boys. So, yun po yung non-binary. So, dun po yung nagtatapos yung assigned topic ko po, na ang next discussion po is Mr. Mark Anthony. So, thank you po.
Good day everyone, I am the next discussant po. My name is Mark Anthony Palermosi, and also my topic po is all about the understanding transgenderism. So the parents unknowingly set up the gender-based pattern of raising their children upon knowingly the biological sex of their baby. So one example po dito is yung pinanganak po tayo ng magulang natin. Kasi po, doon pa lang po is nalaman na po ng magulang natin kung ano po yung gender natin. Halimbawa po, yung parents natin is nanganak po sila ng lalaki. Dahil po doon is yung parents natin is nalaman po niya na yung anak niya is lalaki, bumibili na po siya ng mga panglalaking damit and also mga panglalaking laruan po. Continue po. This limited view on sexuality makes it harder for us do not fit in the box of masculinity and femininity like the lesbian, gay, and bisexual. However, it makes so much difficult for the transgender peoples, those who feels like they're born on the wrong body and the wrong biological sex. So, dito naman po, yung mga lesbian, gay, bisexual is nafe-feel po nila na ay nahihirapan po sila na maging masculinity and femininity. And also yung mga transgender people naman po is nafe-feel po nila na pinanganak daw po sila sa maling katawan and also sa maling gender po. Kasi nga po yung gender po nila is alimbawa po is yung mga bisexual and also the gender ay yung gay and bisexual po. So this slide naman po is natatakal naman po yung who is transgender. So the first bullet, the APA defines transgender as an umbrella term for a person's who gender identity, gender expression, or behavior does not confirm that typically associated with the sex with they were assigned at birth. So the second bullet naman po is the word transgender is also used an umbrella term. This means that there are many identities under the term. So at this slide naman po is tinatakal po dito yung tungkol po sa transgender. Yung transgender daw po is an umbrella term daw po. It is include many identities because it's describe a broad range of people whose gender identity and also expression doesn't align with their sex were assigned at birth po. So at this slide po, itatakal po natin yung other sexualities under the transgender umbrella term include. So the first bullet po, the first bullet po is the FTM, a female to male, a person's biological sex and a female and has transitional to living his life as a male. So ito pong FTM, ito po isang umbrella term at kapag sinabi po nating FTM, ito po yung female na nag-transitional po to living his life para po maging isang lalaki. So, the second bullet naman po, the MTM, a male to female, a person's who biological sex is male and has transitional to living her life as a female. So, ito naman pong MTM ay isa din po siyang umbrella term. At yung MTM po is kabaligtaran po ng FTM. So, kapag sinabi po nating MTM, ito po yung male na nag-transitional to living his life po na maging isang babae po. The first bullet po, the cross-dressing. Some people wants to dress as the opposite gender from time to time. However, unlike the transsexual, they are comfortable identifying with their biological sex. So, pag sinabi po natin cross-dressing, ito po yung act of wearing clothing associated with a different gender and it's separate po from a person's gender identity. Unlike po transgender, a persons who identify with gender identities from their sex assigns at birth po. So, a cross-dresser po is comfortable with their biological sex and may identify as heterosexual, homosexual, or bisexual po. The second bullet naman po is the drag kings and queens. So, these are people who dress as the opposite gender for entertainment, which they do out of fashions or for work. So, ito po, pag sinabi po nating drag kings and queens, ito po yung mga tao na nagsusuot po sila ng dress na opposite po sa kanilang kasarian. Kasi, ginagawa din daw po ito nila para po sa kanilang work and also sa passions. Kapag sinabi po natin drag kings and queens, ito po yung yung drag kings ay drag queens po. Ito po yung mga tao na nagsusuot po ng wigs and also dress po para po sa kanilang work po. Ito po yung mga pumupunta po ng ibang bansa para po magtanghal po. So the third bullet naman po is the genderqueer. These are people who feel like their gender does not fit in the gender binary view that is limited to the male or female category because they feel that these are too restrictive. So pag sinabi mo nating genderqueer, ito po yung individuals as those who feels this gender does not fit into a male or female binary because they find those category too restrictive. This identify can be understood as a feeling, a mix of genders, a combinations of genders, or neither male or female. At this slide naman po is tinatakad po dito yung transitioning process. So when a person realizes that he or she may be a transgender, a psychologist can guide a person through a transition, especially when a person wants to go through a permanent change like reassessment surgery. So, tinutukoy po dito sa slide na to, yung mga psychologist daw po is ginaguide daw po nila yung mga transgender po para sa kanilang transition po. Especially daw po doon sa mga transgender daw po na magpapatransition daw po sa kanilang permanent change like halimbawa po doon sa kanilang mga permanent ay sa kanilang sa kanila pong mga private part. Binibigyan daw po nilang guide yung mga transgender na kung ano po yung mga dapat gawin and also yung mga dapat pong tandaan para po sa pagta-transition. At this slide naman po, in some countries, transitioning is covered by their medical insurance and they get support from their employees and families, which is very crucial during transition because it takes years to fully transition. So, tinutukoy po dito sa slide na to, ang ibang countries daw po is nagbibigay daw po ng medical insurance sa kanilang mga employees. Halimbawa po dito, yung employees po nila is nagkaroon po ng sakit. Halimbawa po ng sakit is yung lagnat. Um, yung employees po is pumunta po siya ng ospital at nagpa-check up po. At yung employees po, wala po siyang babayaran kasi covered po yun ng medical insurance um, ng kanilang office po. And also, pati dun po sa mga, yung mga magpapatransition po na kinakailangan po ng mahabang panahon, binibigyan din po sila ng mga medical insurance po. And also po, based on my research, one of example po ng countries na nagbibigay po ng medical insurance is, if I'm not mistaken po, yung North and South America po, nagbibigay po sila ng medical insurance po.